guys, welcome back to Fitness Culture. We are here in the gym training. Really, it's a chest and tricep day. I'm gonna work in a little bit of shoulders. Really good stuff this week happening, and then gonna push hard. Next week is a deload week. Now, where I'm at in my training cycle is I'm coming up here on my 12 weeks. We're gonna see if we still can't hit 220 as my goal for my weight. I have seen an increase in my strength in here today. We're gonna go through the warm up. We're gonna jump into our main strength portion of the lift, which is gonna be a bench press. We're gonna go over some bench press techniques in that as well, just how we set up for it. And then really we're gonna get after it today. Swole program, if you guys want, check this program out in the app. You can actually download a free week. That link is in the bio. And as always, we appreciate you. We're gonna jump into this video right now with warming up and then some core. All right guys, we have basically a circuit for our warm up. We're gonna be going through it twice and it's 4 exercises, really focusing on shoulders, a banded movement where we're up over our shoulders and pulling down, a press, warming up because we're gonna be doing a lot of press today. We have a renegade row and then a ball slam. That ball slam is designed to central nervous system, again, some core. To work through this at a pretty quick pace. Don't go to failure. Don't even, again, this all should be super duper light to get through and get into our workout. Today in the app, starting off cable rotations, high to low, then going low to high, and then V-ups. So it's a core, it's a circuit. We're gonna go through it 2 times each, 10 reps, and then 20 reps on those. So then we're jumping into just a sick chest and tricep day with some of my favorites. Some of your favorite holiday hits like bench press and dips for chest, incline dumbbell key press, my favorite. Plus, if you order now, you get machine incline chest press and seated machine chest fly. You can be facing, have our core facing at the top here, back leg, you're gonna see my heels elevated. And we can get pretty explosive with this movement. So as we turn, we're basically just going to reverse it. I'm gonna be heel off here. As we turn, we come down, my back heel is now off the ground. And then we're gonna go slowly back up to the top, keeping everything nice and tight. So my arms always stay at my midline. That's the big thing, we don't wanna do this. We're turning the entire thing, coming down, coming back. On these V-ups, basically what we're gonna do is pretend it's like a band. We're tight, so when we start, we're gonna be engaged in our core. Legs are off the ground, shoulders above the head. We snap up and come back down. I don't relax in between. I don't want to have my back go into extension there. We want to keep it on the bottom of the pad the whole time. The exercise we're gonna be doing for our strength portion, gonna be the flat bench press. When we're setting up for a flat bench press, I do see some people doing this wrong. First, want to start off with a correct base. We have points of contact with the ground. I like to push through my heels. And that inevitably, if we push through our heels, we're gonna engage a little bit of glutes onto that pad. And then I like to think of working it, I work my shoulder blades down and back, almost towards my heel. So there is gonna be a slight arch in that lower back. So I have my heels, my butt, and then my shoulder blades on the pad. From there, but the biggest thing here is I don't have my wrist. The wrist angle, instead of benching like this, we correct our wrist angle. And this is what this is gonna do, is put us in a little bit better position with our shoulder girdle. So here, it's a lot of pressure on those wrists. Don't go vertical with them. We're probably more at like 70 degrees. And as we press down to the sternum, back up. So getting into this position, I like to feel like I'm actually bending a bar. Think of it like a stick or something. You're gonna wanna bend that stick here to set us up for that proper bench press position. Control it, back up. All right, so it's actually 255 for 6 reps. Nice thing is in between here, we really wanna give people, because this is our strength portion of today's workout, it's 2.5 minutes essentially. You see in the app, so make sure you're covered. 6, 4, 2, 2. Feeling better. Feeling better. That feels light. We're gonna see if we can't knock out 2 what I failed on at the gym. 2 reps, that's all it is. Again, getting low in volume as we gear up the weight. We're at 315 now. We're gonna try to knock out 2. Do your tricep, kids. Do your tricep training, kids, because that's what all that lockout is. I wanted to fail there, but nope, tricep says not today. I might need a spot here. You would. All right, let's go. Not bad, not bad. All right, you would think we were done. 6, 4, 2, 2, 1, 6. So this rep, we're gonna go back to 265. We got 6 reps, still with our 2.5 minutes of rest. On that, I'm not gonna lie, on that last rep, that rep of 1, form got a little bit shaky. We got the weight up. Elbows kind of came too far out. We wanna really focus on bending that bar, get back to good form. That's the only way we're gonna build a proper chest. Good first lift. Next up, we got a superset. First exercise is gonna be a dumbbell key press. We're gonna be supersetting with dips for chest. I'll show you how to modify those dips a little bit so they're working more of chest, but on a dumbbell key press, starting with our shoulder blades down and back, and now we're in a external rotation right there. So our palms are up, our supinated grip, and from here, coming up and squeezing at the top. And when I say squeeze, I'm not squeezing my triceps, I'm squeezing my chest together. So it feels like, you know, like I'm hugging something almost. Back down, we got 8 reps. 3, 4, 5, 8. You get a really good stretch on key press, because we're coming down our scapula, you know, our shoulder blades are coming into that pad. We're actually getting that, just a great stretch in the chest there. Straight into our dips over here. We got 8 reps here. Now the way we make these for chest, so in a normal dip, we're pretty vertical with our torso. Obviously, as you come down, it's gonna kind of cover the floor a little bit more, but dips for chest, knees come up, then butt goes back. Whew. That superset is just absolutely brutal. Not nice. Second set, we're gonna go up 5 pounds. This is second set's gonna be 8. Last set will be 6. When we look at really the last 4-week training block, this is going to be the heaviest when it comes to lower reps, heavier weight. This is the heaviest we will get in this entire training block. So that's why we went all the way down to a 1 rep. We're getting down to 6 reps on some auxiliary work. In the past, it's been a little bit higher reps. Increase the intensity, decrease the total number of reps, have a week off next week. Well, not a week off, a deload week. Oh, 5.5, not good. Muscular endurance still kind of waning a little bit. machine incline chest press, 886. With seated machine chest fly, 1086. Biggest thing on this is when we talk about the resistance profile, we want to keep it nice and wide, squeeze at the top, and then control it on the way back. Also, when it's really easy, as it gets harder, really start rounding the shoulder blades. Keep the chest nice and high, squeeze. Lagging issues from being sick in the muscular endurance department. For triceps today, we got a superset and then one, you guessed it, fascial pump training today. So blowing up those triceps. We're gonna start with the weight not directly above our heads. We're gonna let it kind of float back a little bit to put us in a position where all we have to do now, bend the elbows all the way down, come back up at the top. 12 reps here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Superset this with a rope cable extension. Biggest tips for triceps is we can do short movements and feel like we're doing work, or we can go full range of motion and do them properly. Now, yeah, you're not gonna be able to do as much weight, but a lot better overall tricep movement. 3, 4, 5. Oh. Triceps already feel like they got a pretty decent pump in them, but we're finishing off with fascial pump training. Now this is going to involve pick a movement that you can do 2 arms at a time. We don't want to do a single arm and then a single arm. We're going to start off a weight that you could do 16 to even 20 reps. And we're going to do it for 10 solid reps. You're going to feel like it's light. You're going to put it down for 30 seconds and then you're going to go again. We have 8 total sets. 30 seconds rest in between, sticking with the same weight. By the end of it, it should feel plenty heavy. So we're gonna get after it for today. Doing a cable tricep kickback right here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Rest, 30 seconds. I'm actually gonna bring it in a little bit closer. Shake it out. Done and dusted. Came in today, focused, much better workout than last week. again, starting to feel better. You gotta take care of your body. Sleep's gotta be important. Hydration's gotta be important. You can always supplement when you start feeling a little bit down. I think that's where supplements are really gonna make a difference, is helping you recover just a little bit quicker. So when that CNS takes a hit, when you're hitting these workouts with intensity, you're gonna require a deload week in order to progress. So if you're not seeing that progression, when is the last time you had a deload week? Good job today. Again, if you want a free week of workouts in the Swole program, give it a go. We have so many different programs, guys, whether in the garage, at home, minimal equipment, whether you want more functional workouts. After my training cycle, my 12-week training cycle, I'm gonna look to switching it up. Probably through the winter, I'll focus a little bit more on overall power and size, and then get back onto that heat program. It's one of my favorites, but I'm loving the Swole program right now. It's kicking my butt, but I appreciate you guys watching. I'm gonna go do mobility. Make sure you do your mobility, kids. If I go back and tell my younger self, it would be don't skimp on that stuff. So appreciate you guys watching. See you next week.